Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 1, which consists of myself, Hana Nabila, Adirayasa, Lucy Munalisa, and Sahid Bukhari. We are here to present you our presentation article entitled Computer Assist Language Learning in ELT Context. Here is our content of the presentation. Computers spread very fast because they were driven by intensive development in the field of computer technology. In this era of modern computer become much more powerful, yet more smaller to make it more adaptable. But they much more inexpensive. Uh, in schools, computers help students to perform mathematical operation and improve their math skills. Teachers often use projector to give the presentation, teach science, and watch video about history or language course like listening. PCs are also used for administrative purpose schools. Teacher use school website to publish the exercise for student to complete it online. Students can also enroll themselves for courses they want to, and parents can download official report. Moving on to preliminaries. The history of computer educational computing was in 1940s. A writer named Bush foresaw a future in which communication and a science will be enhanced with hyperlink system of information. Consider a feature device for individual use, which is a sort of mechanized private file and library. It needs name and to coin one at a random. Mimics will do. So what is mimics? Mimics is a name of hypothetical proto-hypertext that Bush described in his 1945. Mimics is a specialist search engine for dark web, developed by the United States Department of Defense Research Institute called the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency. CALL, or Computer Assisted Language Learning, arose from the combination of two separate factors. The first one is educational needs, and the second one is technological needs. Modern CALL is the result of the convergence of the several lines of research into the use of computer in handling language. There are three lines of research on the evolution of CALL. First one is experiment in program instruction, second is development in computational linguistics, and the third one is machine translation. Moving on the computer. So what is the computer? Computer is a device that processes information with such a great speed and accuracy. Computers process information by helping create the information itself by displaying, storing, recognizing, communicating information to other computers. In general, computer process number, words, sound, and still or moving pictures. The last one is the history of call. Although the computer have been used since the first half of the 20th century, they were not used for educational purpose until the 1960s. The 1970s witnessed the evolution of call as result of a development in research related to the use of computer for linguistic purpose and for creating a suitable language learning condition. The 1980s have witnessed the spread of computers both in educational and the people's homes. Compact discs are used to store a large amount of data, such as encyclopedia or motion pictures. Yeah, the history of call divided into three stages. The first one is behavioristic call. second is communicative call, and the third one is an integrative call. Each stage corresponds to a certain pedagogical approach. That is my part. The next one is Adirayasa.
Hi guys, my name is Adirayasa Naulinatra. Today I will present about computer-assisted language learning in ELT context. And enjoy! So, the point that I will present are first, computer in ELT, second, pre-internet, third, the internet and a changing language, fourth, the advantage of using computer in language teaching and learning. The first point is computer in ELT. To fully understand the impact that computer are currently having on ELT is, according to Layton 1993, it is firstly necessary to step back and consider how it's developed. And then pre-internet. In pre-internet, computer in ELT could be viewed from two perspectives. First, computer-assisted language learning, or CALL, developed and concerned itself with pedagogical application of technology. Second, the use of computers for assisting and understanding of what constitutes the English language and how it works. The Internet and changing language. The Internet is changing the language partly because it gives rise to new vocabulary, but more importantly because the medium and its users drive the language in certain direction. By Crystal 2001. That's mean this changing language is rapidly evolving and does not have a long history to inform syllabus designer and ELT practitioners. And then typos and spelling mistakes are also, depending on context, more acceptable with this medium by ASEAN EFL Journal 2009. So this is the advantage of using computer in language teaching and learning by call. The advantages of call are: first, multimodal practice with feedback; second, individualization in a large class; third, pair or small group work on projects; fourth, the fun factor; five, variety in the research available and learning style is used; and then exploratory learning with large amount of language data, real-life skill building in computer use by words. Sorry, I do not pronounce words. Haley, 1998. Okay. The other advantage of call. You can read it by yourself, okay? But I think the most important advantage from call is, besides teaching a foreign language, call could be essential in our modern society, and which it could be to be of great helper in our future and career prospect. Okay, I think that's all from me. I hope you guys can. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Lucy Melissa. I would like to continue our presentation. Okay. So first is language needs analysis. We need to consider that the learner ultimately want to do with the language and thinks about the course objective for the types of language interaction the learner's goals are likely to generate. Okay, since the 1970s, clarifying intent and purpose has been a major concern of language and linguists. Among these, Stern 1983 cross table for broad categories of objective. And as the first is proficiency, and then knowledge, influence, and transfer. With four content categories, equally broad: the first language, culture, communication, and general language education. Okay. He argues that tables only provide maps and that the true state of the teaching require on the interpretation of these categories to decide which objective and content categories to prioritize. Next, about internet. By the mid-1990s, the experts estimate that more than 50 million computers were connected to the information highway via network called the Internet. The Internet is a computer-based world information network. It consists of large number of smaller interconnected networks called Internet. The Internet can connect tens, hundreds, or thousands of computers, enabling them to share information over a series of fiber cables. Next is about Internet and ELT. English teachers always need additional teaching materials, therefore the Internet is a very valuable venue for them, since the most common goal for language learner is better communication. The Internet will improve their communication skill. In short, the Internet allows English students to correspond in English by email with other classes in other parts of the world, and then share across the culture, opinion, and ideas about the sport, food, hobby, and others, and then conduct international survey for classroom work, and then read and listen to the last news, and then communicate in real-time chat rooms, and then develop individual pen pals to write to them. Might be just that from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I'm Zahid. Without any further ado, let's go. Multimedia. Multimedia, Internet, and the World Wide Web make an incredible boost to call. Multimedia also have advantages like become active participant rather than passive observer. Second, communicate and interact with one another in real time. Third, several types of media. So multimedia contains like text, graphic, animation, and sound. With multimedia, you can learn a material by buying example CD-ROM. CD-ROM is like this, kayak gini. Ini CD, ini USB dicolok ke laptop. Lanjut. Bentar, aku jelasin dulu CD-ROM. With CD-ROM, you can get books, videos, audios, language lab, and language games. Oke, lanjut. The future of call. Advance in technology and the ability of language teach. At present, call must be examined with an eye toward the curriculum of a particular language program and the learner for whom it is intended. Jadi call itu kayak jadi jembatan gitu bagi kurikulum ini dan learner gitu. Next, effectiveness in viewing material gitu. Conclusion, call has got important role in English. Ada mau terlewat language teaching such as information access, flexibility, cognitive style. Students can control their own learning using software and communicate. Second, technological and pedagogical development now allow us to integrate computer technology into the language learning process. Jadi, technological and pedagogical development sekarang allow us to integrate computer technology into the language learning process gitu. Next, multimedia programs incorporating speech recognition software. Jadi di multimedia itu ada software yang namanya speech recognition. Next, the internet allow for a great number of opportunity to communicate in the target language, access textual and multimedia information, and publish for a global audience. The end. Penutup. Jadi kami kelompok 1 mengucapkan maaf dan terima kasih. Maaf jika menyampaikannya ada banyak salah, dan terima kasih sudah mendengarkan. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.